Alright.
Hi.
You both be able to get on there, won't you?
Relaxed.
I mean, this is a professional interview, so you know, you better be
professional.
You better be
right, okay.
Who are you?
I'm Purdy, this is Kirsty.
Kirsty. And our YouTube channel is Vanlife with Betty Boondocker. We're also on Instagram and Facebook under the same name as well.
So where are you from originally?
Originally I'm from Nottingham. Moved up to Yorkshire when I was 3.
That was a good move, that wasn't it?
It was definitely a good move. Definitely.
Bit and far south of Nottingham, innit?
Yeah, and then I spent a little bit of time down in Huntingdon, Lincolnshire, Wales, and then back here again.
Me, I was born in Leeds. I think I lived in Yorkshire till I was about... So shut up.
Leeds. What type of van have you got?
It's 2.4 Transit T350.
A jumbo one.
A jumbo. Yeah.
Lovely.
You like them big, don't you?
Vans.
Yes.
How long have you had it?
August we bought it.
Okay, so coming
last year, yeah.
And September we ripped it apart.
Yeah, it was very rusty. Incredibly rusty. The whole back end had to come out. So yeah, it took about 7 months for the conversion because of all the rust.
Wow.
So yeah.
What do you call your van?
Betty.
When
we bought it, you thought of Bertie, didn't you?
Mm.
And I thought, no, you can't have Bertie. I know it's usually men that name the vehicles, and it's always a girl's name. So I says, what about Betty? And then the Boondocker thing came about because when we first started looking into van life, it was only American channels. We didn't find any UK ones, and they call it boondocking, don't they? Wild camping, and that's what we like to do, wild camping. So
the name had a ring to it, and Betty, we just went with it.
Yeah.
So what drew you to the van life?
I was press ganged. Definitely. Steamrolled. Railroaded.
No, a few years back, about maybe 8 years ago, we did get a van, but it was more of a holiday, you know, every weekend we'd pack it up and bugger off out the house. And then somebody blew it up by running it out of engine oil.
They don't do very well without engine oil.
No, they don't do very well at all, so we had to scrap it.
I know that, innit?
It was going to cost more than what the van was worth and more money than what we had. So it ended up getting scrapped, didn't it?
Yeah, I lost
and that was really quite sad actually, because that was probably, throughout our relationship, that was probably the best time when we just, the kids would go off to their other parents, because we've got 2 boys with other parents, and we'd be off on our own, or we'd take the kids on the weekends.
4 boys.
We had them, and we just loved it. 4 boys. How many did I say?
2.
Oh, 2 each, yeah. And I always wanted to do it again, but he didn't want to do it because it was kind of heartbreaking.
It was hard work, and it broke me out because we put an awful lot of effort and money, and it was really blingy inside, and yeah, and then it just destroyed me, didn't it? Yeah,
so he didn't want to do it again, and then we went through a very difficult patch. You know, the marriage nearly broke down, and Kaylin was sick. She was in hospital for a couple of weeks. We nearly lost her, and but when he'd gone, Kaylin was ill, you know, I thought, right, what am I doing with my life? There was just nothing. Yeah. No enjoyment whatsoever. And I thought, I can't carry on like this. Was I 30 then as well? I think that...
You were starting to get on a bit, yeah.
So was that like 20 years ago?
I think I turned 30.
20 years?
I'm 32.
Oh yeah, right.
Thanks. And yeah, you just get to a point in life, don't you, where you just think, what am I doing? And that was it for me. And I started getting rid of everything.
You're younger than me.
Oh my God.
Can't believe that.
Stop it! Just because he squished me in the corner here, I'm going to leap up in a minute.
And do what? Dance on the table?
Not on camera.
Hit me with something.
Is that full? Yeah, so I started just getting rid of stuff. I started minimalising everything, and then it went from like doing a windowsill, a cupboard, a room, to doing the whole house. And then before you knew it, I had no furniture. I was watching all these van life channels and van conversions, and I was going to get this little van for me and Kaylin because he was still not going to do it. And then one night he phoned me, because we weren't living together at the time. He phoned me up and he said, I don't think I like this idea of you pulling up in some truck stop with dirty perverts all around you and me daughter. So that's what did it for him. Honestly.
I didn't have no choice.
There's only one pervert to hang around your missus and daughter, isn't there?
So that's how it all started. And then we started planning together, and obviously we needed a bigger van because there was the 2 dogs, you know, a family of 3. It wasn't just me and Kayla anymore. And then, you know, we found Betty, and yeah, it just went from there, really.
How long have you been full-time now? How long's it been?
Did we move in January?
January.
But we were still stationary. We were still doing bits to it and not ready to quite, you know, leave. February we had our meet-up, and I think it was the first week of March that we actually left and hit the road. But
you've been living in your van longer than that, haven't you? Just in one place.
Yeah. We were living in a caravan.
I was in a caravan.
Well, the big work got done.
Yeah.
So August to January, caravan, and then in the van and on the road from March. So it's May now. That's a couple of months, 2 or 3 months. Yeah.
So what's the best thing about travelling in your van?
The freedom.
I think everybody says that, really, don't they?
They do, but
it is true though, because when we were in the house, we had all the bills to pay and everything. We had to rely on like working tax credits and stuff like that, because the earnings weren't enough to be able to pay for everything, and it was
you were
always
slaves to
a struggle.
we were slaves to the system, weren't we?
To be fair, the finances haven't changed much, but because our outgoings are so much less,
we're better
we
off.
can afford to do it without any. You know, we don't claim for anything. We pay for everything ourselves. Yeah, it's still a bit of a struggle, but instead of being stuck in the house all the time because you can't afford to put the extra diesel in just to go out for a day out, even if it's a free day out, it's still extra diesel money. Now, the diesel money's like our rent.
Yeah.
So, you know, we can go out and do stuff.
So what you really mean is the best thing about travelling in your van is that you've got to come and see me this weekend.
Yeah. Definitely.
No,
that was the whole point in van life.
That's the gist of what you're getting at, wasn't it? You know, you get to come over to my neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain what happened?
So Liam foobarred, well and truly. He forgot his memory card, didn't he?
I forgot to empty the memory card, so midway through that original video.
Really awesome video that we just did.
Is the light all right in here?
Yeah. So now we're going to record
Part 2.
Part 2. And we've decided to do it in the Boondocker, in Betty.
The reason for that is Kaylin has officially taken over Liam's van. She's literally just told him to get out of her van. It's his van, but it's hers now.
What's the hardest part about travelling in your van?
Hardest part?
Hardest part.
When Kirsty goes to the toilet. That's terrible.
It's the same when he does it as well. It's not just me.
I don't poo. At all. Ever.
It just comes out your mouth, doesn't it?
Yes, Liam. Yes.
And when I do, it smells like wild roses.
And what's the hardest part for you, Kirsty? Apart
for
from
me, the shit is pretty bad. Oh, I've had to put up with these blooming bad jokes for 10 years now.
Would you give up living in a van just so you could have clean fingernails and clean hair and?
God no.
What would you be doing if it wasn't for van life? What would you be doing if you didn't have the van to live in?
It'd be a case of the mundane.
Miserable.
We'd be miserable, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I was
See,
totally
we wouldn't
miserable.
have met you.
We wouldn't have met you. Yeah.
If we weren't living in a van, we wouldn't have met you.
Imagine a life without knowing me.
I know.
I know, yeah.
How could we exist?
Yeah.
That's bad, isn't it? I can't imagine what I'd do without me.
But no, the social life I had back at the house as well, that wasn't brilliant. I didn't really...
We've met more awesome people through
I didn't
living
click
in
with
a van.
people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But with the van life community, we click. We've got a lot in common, and we're all like open-minded, and Yeah.
I think that's been the biggest shock for me,
it's
because
changed my life so much.
living in a house, I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't talk to neighbours.
Yeah.
I didn't give a toss about what were going on in the neighbourhood. I didn't go out, and then I was fine with that. That's all right. But then since I've lived in a van, like,
more chatty with people.
You've got so many special friends. Like,
yeah, like us,
very
like really
special.
awesome ones like us.
special being the word, yeah. Yeah, and then for some reason it just seems all right to talk to people that lives in vans, but
yeah. When you came to our meetup, you admitted that you
I was in bed by 8 o'clock.
don't like people that
Yeah,
much,
don't
and
like people,
yeah,
no.
you were in bed quite early.
Yeah. On my own.
Mm.
I had a wank and then went to sleep.
Yeah, yeah. But you did an Instagram as well, didn't you?
Did
you
didn't
wank
on
during the
Instagram.
Instagram?
No.
He didn't wank on
I
Instagram.
Instagrammed and then wanked. Then went straight to sleep. Don't have much energy
Was
left
the
afterwards.
Instagram to get you going, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got my ego stroked on Instagram and then
look at yourself
Yeah,
on
all
the selfie.
Moving on.
Next question.
What's your... Right, other than me being in here now, what is your other favourite feature of your van?
Apart from Liam.
You mean other than the driver? And yourself,
It's going to be
of course.
difficult. Pretend I'm not here. What is your favourite feature that's in your van when I'm not here? That's difficult, isn't it?
That's a good one.
Now that I'm in the van.
Should we just move on to the next question and just say me?
No. I like the little... See, the toilet set up there.
The toilet.
Yeah, and, you know, it's little cubby holes and hidey holes for toiletries and stuff like that, and the little laundry chute, and... Yeah, so I like that bit, and the way that we've incorporated the doghouse and the garage, and it feels well organised, but...
Not when you get in there, because you disorganise everything. If you want to do more of those embarrassing shots, open his wardrobe door. That's embarrassing.
That's where the handcuffs are. You can't go in there.
I love my bed. I just love being up there. Because it's up there, it feels kind of like it's a separate room, but it makes the van feel bigger.
What's the biggest surprise about van life?
The ease of it. Definitely.
That is the biggest surprise, actually. Yeah,
I thought it was going to be more difficult than what it was.
When you're going through and planning it all and getting all excited, and you know, it's quite nerve-wracking because you're thinking, right, where are we going to get water from? And you need to plan all these things. I'm a bit of a planner. I like to plan things in advance. You know, where are you going to the toilet? How are we going to wash? And all the rest of it. But it's easy.
Just don't wash.
It really is easy.
It's easier if you don't wash.
Well, yeah, you two, obviously, you've admitted that you don't wash. I need to wash.
I do, occasionally.
I wash in my little bowl.
I've got some baby wipes to wash the essential area.
Not with the pineapple in it, but baby wipes, yeah, well, they don't work for BO for more than... If you do it on the third day,
I've got loads of
smell the
deodorant
BO.
and Poundland aftershave and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, don't
Just to
like
cover
using
it up.
that stuff. It's full of all sorts of feminising ingredients and...
Yeah, that's why I'm
cayenne.
But it's amazing how little water you need to wash in. You don't need a lot.
That's true. Just need a wet flannel, don't you?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah. And, yeah.
I'll just put a little bit in there. But if I need to wash my hair, it needs to be a bit bigger. But yeah, it's the ease of it. It's a lot easier than what you think in your head.
This is probably going to be the last time anybody's ever going to want to interview you two, I think.
That's fine.
All right.
What advice would you give to anybody thinking about getting their own van and to go full time in it?
Do it.
Definitely.
Straight off the bat, do it.
Don't think about it. Don't waste your lives
The thing
thinking
is-
about what you can do. Get on and do it while you've still got the opportunity.
We're all growing old. Every single one of us, every single day, you're getting older and older and older, and eventually your body starts not working so much anymore. And
I mean,
you
I
want to
have
sit
that
there.
problem.
You're 32 now. You've not got long left, have you?
No, not long at all.
So
No.
I will do again.
You don't want to be sat
50.
there thinking, I wish I'd done
And not
that.
everything works
You
with
can't
me
do
now
it because
either.
your back's playing up.
And that's
or
the best
whatever.
form of contraception.
Yeah.
You know, when you get to 50 and things stop working down there.
Yeah. After you use two lollipop sticks and some tape to wrap around it to keep it
Lollipop sticks are a bit big, maybe matches.
matches. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit scratchy.
Just sand them down first.
I'm a bit younger than you. Mine still works. It's just that nobody wants to use it. Other than myself.
Little violin. I can't think
I'm
of a
available.
violin
No,
tune.
If you need a hand.
when I say that I enjoy my own company, I
You
really enjoy it.
really enjoy
used to it now. That's all the written down questions that I stole from therollingHills.com. I think it's .com. I don't know. It might not be. Do you want to thank anybody or give any shout outs or?
Well, thank you for doing the interview.
Yeah, thank you for doing the interview.
Goes without saying, doesn't it?
It was fun with
thanks to everybody. I mean, thanks to everybody that we've met.
But mainly me.
But mainly you.
Mainly Liam.
Yeah, Dave, One Man and His Whippet, Gadgets.
Don't just like shout out random people. Like it discredits the thanks that you've given me. Don't just shout out like, you know, anybody.
Okay, it's all thanks to Liam.
Thank you.
All thanks to Liam.
We couldn't do without him.
Okay.
He's awesome, guys. So
even if you'd said other people, I'd edit them bits out anyway and just say
it's all about me or you.
It's all about you. I'm not going to sing that.
That's probably the hardest thing about living in a van, isn't it? I mean,
but when she starts singing, yeah.
And then I did some match betting, and while the video was uploaded, and that took 2 hours. No. It'll pick up. It does it all the time. You have a crap week, and then boom, a massive good week. Yeah. It works out. It works out even every month. So
as long as we can afford fuel,
that's more or less your only income, isn't it? You manage to travel.
Pretty much, it's the majority of it, and I'm trying to build up.
Yeah, we're not boondockers.
Yeah, somebody called us boondockers.
Boon tossers.
Well, you can join the club then, can't you?
Yeah. I'm moving in. Caitlin's moving into mine. I'm moving in.
Yeah, we're doing a house.
We're having a boon toss.
Yeah, boon toss.
Do you want to say bye?
Shall we film the boon toss?
The boon tossing.
Yeah, we could stick it on a Patreon channel and you know.
Oh, we're not doing Patreon. No.
Let's move on from Patreon.
You don't like it either.
I've not used it. I've not got a single donation from it. I'm not looking for. I'm not a
fan of it, to be honest.
However, if you look at the link in the description, there is a link to my Patreon account and my PayPal account. If you've got a spare, like, I don't know, 50, 60 quid or something that you want to donate toward.
If you just send him 60p.
60p is better.
It all helps.
Let us know if you actually do get any 60 pences.
I probably will do now. 60 pence. A few 60 pence donations.
It all adds up.
It just allows me to buy absolute tat off eBay that I don't need. I just enjoy getting parcels.
Yeah, but how much can you fit in your van, really?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Should we try and wrap this up and say goodbye and all that?
Yeah.
I'll let you thank some people, some legit people.
Yeah, thanks Liam for doing the interview.
Thank you.
It's been awesome catching up with you again.
It has been awesome catching up with me.
No sarcasm there whatsoever. Really do love him to bits.
Yeah.
You fucking liar.
Well, I want to say thank you to Paul actually, because not only has he let us have a trip on his narrowboat, yeah, he cooked us a barbecue when we got back, and then we had no plans for this weekend. He, recommended this place, drove us up here, and said that Liam was coming. So
yeah,
thanks, Paul.
You've got Paul to thank for seeing me.
But
yeah.
But as soon as we heard that Liam was going to be there as well, it was like, right, yeah, we're coming. Straight away.
Oh dear.
This is the bit where we need to be careful what we're saying, because we were going to pop over to Edale as well, and we didn't.
So let me get it straight. You chose to come here to see
signal.
me rather than going over to Edale to see, like, Gadget John and Mevy and all them kinds of people.
No.
What was it? Wobbling Wonderbox? What's it called?
Wandering
Wombles.
Yeah.
I think he's going to pop over and see us, actually.
Yeah, but no, we were going to call in.
You chose me over them.
We were going to go.
That's a good choice. I mean,
we don't need to explain it.
Shameless plugs.
So, not that it was a choice. Like, nobody said to you which one do you want to do, but you did choose me over them.
Well, yeah, and the fact that the field was full and they wouldn't let any more campers on it.
And
that bit out.
It's free here.
It's free here,
It's free here.
Yeah,
the signal's brilliant, and I know
there's
they
no
haven't
internet
got
down there, and you had to do your work, so...
Yeah, anyway, but me.
But yeah, it's all about Liam.
It was Liam.
I hope that people don't really think that I'm really big-headed or anything, and that it is actually all about me, but it is kind of all about me. This is my channel.
I've always wanted to do that. I'm twiddling.
The thing is,
twiddling a beard.
Every time you stroke it, you get wiser, and that's why I'm always stroking it. Just gaining knowledge by stroking my beard.
Have you thought about putting a little thin white streak down there?
What, to match the top?
Yeah. So cool.
Are we just going to fucking say goodbye or what? I need a way to end this video quickly. Now we're talking about my grey.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.